Good morning and welcome to our Take a Veteran to School Day program.
We will begin our program by singing our national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner, in honor of America.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' raglan, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Oh, say can
Veterans Day, originally known as Armistice Day, honored the end of World War I between the Allied nations and Germany with the signing of the Treaty of Versailles, which went into effect on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. For that reason, November 11th, 1918 is generally regarded as the end of the war to end all wars.
In November 1919, President Wilson proclaimed November 11th as the first commemoration of Armistice Day with the following words: "To us in America, the reflection of Armistice Day will be filled with solemn pride in the heroism of those who died in the country's service and with gratitude for the victory, both because of the thing from which it was freed us and because of the opportunity it has given America to show her sympathy with peace and justice in the councils of the nation."
Mr. Dunn, our mayor of the town of Wolcott, will offer a few remarks.
Thank you, and good morning. And once again, I'd like to thank Mrs. Tansley and Terrell Middle School, all of Terrell Middle School here, for taking the time out to celebrate our veterans. And that is exactly what Veterans Day is about. It's an opportunity for us to go out and celebrate, which is one of the most important things that we have in life is our freedom. And to understand that the men and women who fought for that and gave that to us, gave us that right, that we take the opportunity to thank them. I'd like to thank all the veterans who are here today in Terrell Middle School, our town of Wolcott, our state of Connecticut, and the United States of America. So thank you once again, and God bless our United States of America.
Thank you, Mayor Don.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dill.
Mrs. Tansley, our principal, will also say a few words.
Good morning. As our veterans speak to you this morning in homerooms, I want you to think about the sacrifices that every one of these men and women have made for you, for everyone in this nation. Think about the freedom you have, think about the lives you lead, and then think about what you're hearing in the news about how people are living in other nations in the world and the freedoms that these people are not enjoying. So give some thought to the amount of time and the sacrifices they've made to be away from their families to protect the freedoms that you have. Enjoy your Veterans Day ceremony.
Thank you. Did you want to say?
Probably know that every year on November 11th, Americans celebrate Veterans Day to honor the millions of men and women who have served or are serving in the nation's armed forces. But bet you didn't know the whole story behind the holiday. For starters, it wasn't originally called Veterans Day, but Armistice Day, to commemorate the truce signed between the Allies and Germany in World War I on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month of 1918. The first Armistice Day in the U.S. was celebrated on November 11th, 1919. All business was suspended for 2 minutes starting at 11 a.m., and parades and public gatherings were held to commemorate the occasion. Later, America also began honoring its unknown soldiers on Armistice Day, a tradition that continues today. At 11 a.m. every Veterans Day, a color guard ceremony represents all branches of the military at the Tomb of the Unknowns in Arlington National Cemetery. In 1954, the name was changed to Veterans Day, following a national campaign to have the day honor all veterans, not just those who served in World War I. And did you know, for 7 years, Veterans Day was actually celebrated in October? In 1968, Congress moved Veterans Day to the fourth Monday in October so that government employees could enjoy a long weekend. But in 1975, President Gerald Ford returned Veterans Day to November 11th due to the historical significance. And that's where it sits on the calendar today. And do you know the difference between Memorial Day and Veterans Day? Both of them honor those men and women who have served in the military, but Memorial Day honors America's war dead, while Veterans Day honors all American veterans, living and dead. The U.S. Census Bureau estimates that there are currently over 21 million living military veterans in the United States. More than 16 million of these served during times of war, while 5.5 million served during peacetime only. So this Veterans Day, don't forget to say thanks to some of the millions of men and women who have served our country.
Terrell Middle School honors our veterans every year by spending time learning what it is like to be a soldier and veteran, and remembering those veterans who have given their lives for our country. Today, we honor veterans from around the world in our hometown of Wolcott who continue to fight protecting our freedom.
Crying, I'm watching, catching teardrops in my hands. Only silence as it's ending, like we never had a chance. Do you have to make me feel like there's nothing left of me? As smoke clears, I awaken and untangle you from me. Would it make you feel better to watch me as I bleed? All my windows are still broken, but I'm standing on my feet. You can take everything I have, you can break everything I am, like I'm made of glass, like I'm made of paper. You go on and try to tear me down, I will be rising from the ground like a skyscraper, like a skyscraper.
Shortly, you will begin your Bring a Veteran to School visit. Please learn as much as you can from this courageous man or woman and thank them for keeping America in the great place that it is today.
In addition to the thank you cards, you will be making posters to honor these veterans.